guys, so today I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial for you on this look. I've been wearing this look a lot lately and it's actually pretty easy. This is basically my first makeup tutorial on here. I mean, it's not really, but I haven't filmed one in a really long time and the old ones don't count. This one counts though, and I'm excited about it. So let me know what you think, and yeah, let's get into the video. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is just priming my eyes. While that dries, I'm just going to fill in my eyebrows. I personally use a matte brown eyeshadow. Actually, I used a lighter one and a slightly darker one, and then an angled brush to do so. And then I will just touch it up with a makeup remover wipe. Now before I start with the eyeshadow, I'm going to set my eyeshadow base with this translucent powder. Now for the eyeshadow. So we are going to be doing a halo effect. So I'm going to start with the lightest color in the center of my lid. After trying it both ways, I feel like it's easier to do the center color first. So that's what I'm going to stick with. So taking this purple Make a Peak eyeshadow on a flat shader brush, I'm just going to pack it onto the center of my lid. Getting up close and personal. Next, I'm going to take this deep purple from the Lorac Pro palette and basically surround the light purple with that. This, I'm going to be using this dense fluffy brush by e.l.f. It was only $1. It works pretty well, although it does shed a little bit. And speaking of shedding, I have a dog. R.I.P. The key with working with purple eyeshadows is just to keep it low. That way you don't look like you have a black eye. Kind of like I do right now. So you'll see that later I'm going to go in with another purple color in the crease, but it's all going to be very low. So just keep that in mind. So now I'm going to take that fluffy brush, which I used to put on the translucent powder, and just blend out around my crease. I know it's looking rough, but have no fear. Okay, so this is something that should be unnecessary if you have the right color, but honestly, this deep purple color just isn't really doing it for me. I don't feel like it's purple enough, so I'm going to take this other deep purple color that I feel is more purpley on the same chewed up brush and put that just directly on top of the deep purple. I know I'm high maintenance. You can definitely see the difference. Just gonna blend that out. And by the way, I used some really old eyeshadow palette for that purple, which was apparently limited edition. So now that the color is more what I had in mind, we're gonna hold off on cleaning up the fallout, and I'm going to go ahead and put a transition color in my crease. I'm using one from the Morphe 35C palette, and it is a coral color. I'm choosing coral because first of all, it'll complement the purple really well, and second of all, it'll complement my blush really well, which I'm gonna put on later. For this, I recommend a fluffy brush. I'm using the Sigma E40. Now, I don't really want a very prominent crease color. I would really just rather continue this color up into the crease a little bit. But instead, I'm going to take a very similar color that isn't shimmery and this tiny little brush and just put that deep into my crease, not bringing it up very high. Like I said, you don't want a black eye. And I'm going to try to blend that as seamlessly as I can into the coral color. But the main purpose of this is just to give the look a shape. I want this look to be pretty round, so I'm going to try to make this shape pretty round. So now you should have something that looks like this. Now for the moment we've all been waiting for. Let's get this fallout out of here. If it's on like the lower half of your inner corner or anywhere around there that it shouldn't be, then make sure to get that off too, because we are going to be putting a color there. I forgot I was was gonna do this and I should have done this before, but now that I thought of it, I'm just gonna go back to that center color on my lid and touch it up so that it pops more now that we're done with all the rest of our colors. Okay, so this might seem weird to you, but I'm going to take a piece of toilet paper that I folded in half. And you see right here where I used that makeup remover wipe to get off the eyeshadow that like fell under my eye? Okay, you can really see it more on this eye, but I don't want that line to be there. So I'm just gonna go over that line with this toilet paper and kind of blend it out. You'll see what I mean. This is just what I've gotten in the habit of doing, and then I'll blend it out really quick. So we are a moving and a grooving. I'm now going to apply a thin line of eyeliner. Now moving on to my face, I'm going to go ahead and prime. I don't wear foundation, but if you do, now would be a good time to apply that, obviously. But I do have a recommendation for you. If you do wear foundation and you don't want to anymore, buy a really good concealer and you're not gonna have to, and this is the one that I use. It is amazing, and you're about to see why. This stuff is so full coverage, I'm not gonna lie, I basically just put foundation like on my cheeks and my chin. Now let's set it. I'm using the, well, I have no idea. I'm using this Morphe Kabuki brush and the same translucent powder that I used earlier. I think I'm just gonna finish my face and come back to the eyes. So right now I'm going to bronze / contour. I'm using the Morphe B27 brush. So I'm basically going to put it all around my hairline, and then when I get to the contouring part of it, you're going to be like, Shelby, how are you going to try to contour with this brush? That's a great question. Well, I'm basically just going to put the powder on like the edge of this brush. I'll just keep it right along here. So as you can see, you can make do with what you have. Like, this definitely isn't the best brush to contour with or the best color to contour with, but it works. So for blush, I'm going to take a coral color that matches the one that we put in our crease, the transition color. So you're gonna wanna do that too, because it's a really nice way to tie everything together. For highlighter, you know I got that champagne pop. Going to mix, I think, Pearl and Champagne Pop, that's what they're called, on this flat shader brush, which is different than the one I used earlier. It's fluffier. I got this at the drugstore like a long time ago, but what I like to do is highlight just right here, and then go back and blend it out and spread it out some more. Before I gel my brows, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone, which is a matte white eyeshadow. I'm gonna go ahead and do my lower lash line. So for this, I'm using the Sigma E15, which is a flat definer brush, and going back with this deep purple. I'm going to blend that out with the coral color that we used in our crease and this e.l.f. brush. I'm sorry this is so impossible to see, but like I have to look down. Now I'm going to put on my first coat of mascara. Now while that dries, we are going to have some fun and highlight our inner corner with green. For this, I'm using two different greens. One is more goldy and foresty, but still on the light side. And then the other is more of a lime green. So this is the kind of brush that I'm using. I've used this on my lower lash line. I highlighted my brow bone with it. It is multi-purpose. I I understand that this isn't incredibly bright like a normal highlight would be, but I feel like that's what makes it different and more fun. It makes people look twice, you know what I mean? For lips, I'm doing a liquid lipstick, and I'm gonna try to work around this issue here. I'm going with a nude color because I feel like that's the best option with all the color that I have on my lids and my face right now. As this starts to dry, I'll end up like diffusing the line along my bottom lip so it's not so harsh, because obviously liquid lipstick can be pretty harsh. This is the completed look. Whether you guys realize it or not, I learned a lot in the making of this video. I would really appreciate it if you commented down below what you thought, or if you have any constructive criticism, I'll take that too. I'm sure when I watch back this video, I'll think of more things that I could do better next time. But still, I really hope you liked it. So if you liked this video, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so that you'll always be updated on my future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys soon with another video. Bye! Zoom the freak out of here. Next. Wow, it's hot. Ooh, girl. Ah! Oh no. What is that sound? Somebody tell me. So, I keep losing my brush. Floor? Floor. Okay, I know I'm high maintenance. What was that?
Just checking on his status here.
Well, if this helps, I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more steps. It doesn't help because that doesn't really mean anything.